Howdy folks, this is Sean Orr, the Texas Irish Fiddler, and right now you are looking at a $37.90 violin that was purchased on eBay. I purchased this not to play it, purchased it because I am getting into violin repair and it would just be a good guinea pig for a few things I want to try out. And but anyway, curiosity got the better of me, so I wanted to say, how does a $37.90 violin sound? It came with everything here. It came with some, you can see here, it came with some rosin. There. Came with this bow and a case. And the violin, the strings. It also came with the tailpiece with the tuners and a chin rest. This really did not arrive playable. Just a few things. One thing was the bridge that came with it was too short. So if you see there, I just got a business card and I just cut it up and made some shims to get the bridge high enough so that it would get the strings above the fingerboard like that. Likewise, the tuning pegs are too large. You can probably see pretty big gaps in there. Instead of trying to fit the pegs, I just ran them in there to get the strings in tune. The wood, obviously not spruce, some kind of composite wood of some kind. Top looks a whole lot like the back. I'm assuming the back is thicker that way. The strings are some kind of, they kind of look like dominant. They're very thin gauge strings, very thin sounding, of course, but that's probably may have something to do with the violin as well. So yeah, and with shipping, all this $37.90. So it'll be worth it for when I crack it open and practice deconstruction on it and that kind of stuff. But I would like to get a record of how it sounds. So we'll play it here in just a moment. Also, you might see if I were actually going to play this instrument that the nut here would need to be redone. I mean, those strings are really close together and they're really uneven as well. And this bow here, now it looks kind of like it might be real horsehair. It's a heavy bow. I put it on my scale and it comes in just a touch over 70 grams, which is more like a viola bow, even though it's got the violin frog on there. But it does look a little wide. There's some kind of wood. No telling what kind of wood this bow is made of. It's not quite straight. I don't know if I can do that, but it looks kind of like it's leans to the right just a hair. Let's see if we can tighten it up. Yeah, I've tightened up the bow, and you can definitely tell that. Don't know from here, but it does definitely leans to the right some. So, not really, one I'd ever want to play on a gig or something like that. Actually, a while back, I went and did an outdoor gig playing solo violin, and it was covered, but man, it was raining pretty hard, and I didn't want to use my good bow. It just gotten rehaired, so I used a bow just about like this, and actually I was surprised how well it worked. All right, well, I've have this thing kind of sort of in tune. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's see. Kind of sounds like the sound post ain't right, but it's in there. A little bit crooked, but I've seen ones that are more crooked. So yeah, pretty muted tone to this guy. Let's do a little Maiden's Prayer. Yeah, doesn't sound too good, does it? Let's compare it to my other fiddle that I actually play on occasion. This is a Romanian Liga Vasily. You can tell the difference. Ah!